Good evening everyone, this is Sepita from Tandipiriya Government Institute of Technology, Vellore, Department of ECE. In this video lecture, we will be discussing about the subject wireless network. The topic which we are going to discuss as of now is Cdma 2000 overview. So this is the outline of the presentation. So introduction, and further we will just discuss about radio and network components. So moving on to the introduction part. So this Cdma 2000, it is the world's first Cdma 2000 networks. It was launched in Korea in October 2000, providing 144 kilobits per data rates to subscribing customers and delivering nearly twice the voice capacity that operators experienced with their Cdma systems. And it is a family of 3G mobile cellular communication for sending voice, data and signal, and it is a code division multiple access, that is the Cdma version of IMT 2000 specification. It was being developed by International Telecommunication Union, which is abbreviated as ITU. Okay, so further we'll just have a discussion about radio and network components. So these are the radio and network components. The first one is the PSDN, then AAA, then home agent, then router and firewall, home location register, base transceiver station, and base station control. Okay, so this is the architecture of Cdma 2000. So in this we are having a BTS, BSC, HLR, MSC, router, firewall, PDSN. So these are the components which we will be discussing in further slides. Okay, first we'll just look into PSDN. So it is an element which supports packet data service. So the major function of a PSDN involves it establish and maintain and terminates point-to-point session with the subscribers, and it supports both the simple and mobile IP packet services. Then it establishes and maintain and terminates a logical link to radio network across the packet, that is R2P interface, and it initiates the authentication, authorization and accounting, so which is a AAA for the mobile station client to AAA server. It also receives the service parameters for mobile client from AAA server, and it routes the packet to and from external packet data networks, and it also collects the usage data that are being relayed on the AAA server. So this is the AAA. So as we have discussed earlier, it provides the authentication, authorization and accounting function for the packet data network that is being associated with the Cdma 2000, and this function of AAA is about authentication. It is being associated with the point-to-point and mobile IP connection, and the authorization, security key distribution and management. These are the few functions of the AAA, and accounting and record keeping and tracking of the user activities on a computer network. So this is also the function of AAA network. Then moving on to the home agent. So home agent, it tracks the location of the mobile IP subscriber, and it moves from one packet zone to the another. So during tracking, it will just ensure that the packets are forwarded to the mobile. So that is the function of the home agent. Then moving on to the router and firewall. So router, the main function of the router, it is being used to route the packets to and fro from various network elements within the Cdma 2000 system. The main responsible of router is sending and receiving the packets to and fro from the internal network of network platform. So when call or message made on the different networks. So these firewall. Okay, so firewall, it ensures that security is maintained when connecting to off network data applications. Next one is the home location register, which is HLR. So it is being used to store the additional subscriber information associated with the packet data services, and it performs some role of packet services along with the voice service. And this HLR, that is the home location register, it store the subscriber packet data service option and terminals along with the traditional voice platform, and this service information from HLR, it is being downloaded in VLR. So that is the visitor location register. Next one is the base station controller, that is the BSC. It controls all base transceiver station. It routes the packets to and fro from base station to the PSDN, and it routes the packet data to the PSDN as well, and it also routes a TDM to circuit switched platform. Next one is the base station controller, BSC, which we have already discussed. And next one is the BTS. BTS is the official name of the cell site, and it is responsible for allocating time slots and modulation format for EVDO. So that is the evolution data optimized for data services, and it controls the interface between the CDMA 2000 and the subscriber unit, and it is responsible for allocating the resources and both power and watch code for consumption to subscriber and subscriber systems. So that is being given as a single carrier radio transmission technology, and it is being responsible for allocating time slots and modulation format along with the EVDO. And this BTS, they have the physical radio equipment, and this equipment, it is being used for transmitting and receiving the CDMA 2000 signals, and this BTS, it controls the interface between the CDMA 2000 and subscriber unit. So this BTS control, it may have many aspects. So following are the aspect. First one is the multiple carriers that operate from the site. Next one, forward power allocated for the soft handoff. So these are the various BTS control aspects. Okay, so moving on to the BTS decision process. So these are the three components involved in the BTS decision process. So first one is the radio configuration, then subscriber type, then service requested in voice or data. So before moving on to the components involved in the decision process, we'll just have see what is mean by the BTS decision process. So when new voice or packet it is being initiated, this BTS, it must decide to assign the best subscriber unit to meet the delivered service. Okay. Then the physical and logical resource allocated by the BTS. So that are fundamental channel FCH, that is the number of physical resource available, and the FCH forwards part to part, which is already allocated and being available, and watch code, it is also being available. So this watch code, it is nothing but it is the code that act as the backbone of a CDMA system and are used to develop the individual channels in CDMA. So it is a group of spreading codes having good autocorrelation properties, and at the same time it also have the poor cross correlation properties. So this is about the Walsh code. So as of now we just had a discussion about the CDMA 2000 process. So from the architecture diagram, we just had a discussion about what are all the components involved in the CDMA 2000 system architecture, and what are all the purpose, what are all the function involved in the CDMA 2000 system architecture. Okay, so from this, it is being connected to the public telephone network, then to internet, then private public data network. So from this, it is being connected to these three things: public telephone network, internet, and private public data network. So these are the components involved in it. So we'll just have a quick review of what all the things we have just discussed. Okay, so as we have discussed, this CDMA 2000, it is the family of 3G mobile cellular communication for sending the voice and data signal. So this code division multiple access, it is a version of IMT. It was being developed by the ITU Union. Okay, so that is the International Telecommunication Union. Then moving on to the radio network components. So these are the various components. So these components, we will be seeing the same component in the architecture diagram as well. So PSDN, AAA, home agent, router and firewall, home location register, base transceiver station, and base station controller. So from this, it is being sent to the public telephone network, internet, private public data network. So we just have gone through what is meant by PSDN, what is meant by AAA with its appropriate function, then home agent, then router and firewall, then home location register, then base station controller, then BTS. Along with the BTS, we just had a review about what are the decision process involved in BTS, then physical and logical resource allocated by the BTS along with the Walsh code. Okay, so that is the thing. Thank you.